This is Bonsai Productions. I'm here at the Delandrea Race Shop in Sundridge, Ontario with champ driver Colt Delandrea. Colt, how are you, buddy?
Doing good.
Excellent, excellent. I see it looks like, I don't want to jump the gun, but are you going to be competing this year?
Yeah, we're gearing up to. We were going to last year, but just had to miss it because I kind of had a silly little injury. And yeah, we were going to gear up last year to get ready, but I had to miss that. So this coming year, we're coming back.
Excellent. That's exciting for everybody in Canada that races champ. I know you're one of the top drivers. You're one of my favorite drivers to watch. You've got both sleds here ready to go. What are your views on the F3 class?
Wish it wasn't a class, but we didn't want to get into it, but we still care about Eagle River, so that was the only reason we got into it. But I was pretty skeptical on it, but once we got one and tried it, they do work quite a bit better than what I thought they would. But just the way things going with the sport is just sad how it's divided it's kind of ruined everything the last few years, just divided everyone so much. But they're all right. They're better than what I thought they'd be, but the sport's really not there for them. And unless they make it the premier class everywhere, I don't think it's worth anyone having one. But they work pretty good. They're fast, but they're kind of a handful right now.
Yeah. It's a heavy sled. I watched it last year on some hard ice, and it was incredible to see before the guys cracked the surface and got a nice track going there. Everybody was sliding out at Eagle, and it was kind of scary with those heavy machines.
Yeah, they're a different animal compared to a champ sled, but it's just new. Everyone's used to the champ sled, so it's kind of hard switching at any point, I guess.
So how many years have you been racing?
Since the 2010 season. The 2009-2010 season, we started on a 4x500 sled, raced 4x500 for 2 years, and then missed a year because I broke my femur racing motocross in the summer, and then so from 12 till 19 we raced just champ sleds, so it's been a few years. Right. Then we've missed a couple of years here lately.
So how long has the Delandrea race shop been going on? I see something very special in the left corner of your screen there.
Well, we never used to have a nice race shop until when we first started racing and racing champ sleds. We just had a little shop before my parents moved here. But my dad, that old sled there, my dad's worked on, well, that was before we even started getting into racing. He restored that. So he's always been into cool stuff before we even got racing. So it's been a while.
Are you going to be coming to terrorize the vintage racers, or we can't blackmail you into doing that?
We're not planning on doing that anytime soon.
Right on. I was going to pan around and take a look at the F3. Can I just switch the camera? Can we switch locations? Is it all right? Is there anything here you don't want us to see?
No, that's good. Yeah, that's fine.
Come on and join us over here by the F3. No, that's good. So Arctic Cat stuff. Give me some history on racing with Arctic Cat.
We just kind of, when we first started racing champ sled, it seemed like everyone raced Ski-Doos and it was just the mainstream thing. But Dad was always a Polaris guy growing up with trail sleds. But then we got this F7 when we were younger, or when I was younger, before we started racing. And I don't know, kind of got into just the Arctic Cat brand a little bit. And then when we first started, well, our 4x500 sled, it just had a Polaris hood on it. We didn't have it Arctic Catted up, but our first champ sled, we just got connected with John Hooper and decided to go the Arctic Cat route. And at that point, our trail sleds were Arctic Cat and just really stuck with it. Well, I liked seeing stuff about Watershide and Moyle before we even started racing. So yeah, we got into the Arctic Cat stuff with the champ sleds, and it was kind of became a bit of a thing, being different than everyone else. That was kind of half the thing, just trying to do something different. And then, yeah, stuck with Arctic Cat since. Had a couple years we switched to Skidoo. Went a bit different route with the champ stuff, and then now with this F3, we stuck with the Arctic Cat, tried that out.
Right on, right on. So you're freshening up the F3 engine?
Yeah, just kind of going over, well, this whole slide's pretty fresh. We only raced it the 1 year at Eagle River, and we hadn't even had the motor out of it until this year. So we figured we'd just go over the chassis a little bit, and things already been used. So, but we learned some stuff on what works and what doesn't work with these things. So just trying to get it ready and change some stuff on it.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice, man. It looks phenomenal. Any new technology they're bringing to the game with these F3s? Any rule changes?
Not that I know of. I don't really think so. I mean, there's nothing really sophisticated about them compared to the champ sleds other than having EFI. That's a big difference, really. Not like, especially when you're not getting any support from anyone, it's super hard to, like, we couldn't even get an answer on what to do with the engine on this thing. Like, as far as the ECU mapping, that's a different animal compared to, I guess that's a new technology thing, but really everything else is pretty standard. I mean, the shocks are fancier, but you can do that to a champ sled anyway, so there's nothing too exotic if you just keep it simple.